Perhaps you've heard the story of the man who arrives in heaven, and St. Peter leads him past a walled-off section and tells the man to be quiet. This is where the Catholics live. We don't want to disturb them. They think they're the only ones up here. The humor of this joke suggests that maybe we sometimes think we've got it made. In today's gospel, Jesus is asked, "Lord, will only a few people be saved?" Now, he doesn't answer the question directly, but offers three images: the narrow gate, the locked door, and a great banquet. From them, we can draw some very practical conclusions. Salvation isn't first come, first served. Even if you've camped out all night, people from the end of the line might be allowed in ahead of you. And it doesn't matter who you know. Privilege, whether inherited, earned, or invented, is pretty much worthless. People you never thought had a shot at salvation will be sitting in the good seats, and there will be a lot more of them than you ever imagined. So it's a mistake to sit back and assume that you're in. The closest Jesus comes to answering the question comes at the end of today's gospel. He describes people from all the nations joining Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at the great banquet in God's kingdom. Luke's parishioners would have recognized themselves as the Gentiles in that crowd. Today's first reading from Isaiah 66 provides a similar vision of all the peoples of the world streaming toward Jerusalem to acknowledge and praise the God of Israel. The bottom line for today: salvation comes through God's grace, God's gracious choice. We're left with a challenge to respond to God's grace by practicing God's kind of openness and hospitality as members of our Christian community.